For the bird dog, we're asking Bailey to get into the quadruped position and find 90-degree angles in his shoulders, his hips, his knees, and his ankles. Similar to what we did during the plank, I want him to push through the ground with his shoulder blades and then find some T-spine extension. So basically, from the crown of his head all the way through his spine should be as flat as possible. I'm asking you, there's a little bit of too much of a bend right here, so I want exactly posterior tilt, and I want you to find a little bit of a glute engagement in this exercise. Now, the more you posterior tilt the hips, the more this thoracic spine is gonna want to flex, so I want you to try to do the opposite of that while keeping that tension through your shoulders and your hands. Now, spend 2 to 3 breath cycles in this position. What I'm gonna start to ask Bailey to do here is, you feel that posterior tilt? Yeah.
Coming out?
Yeah. So right here, flatten this out a little bit more while posterior tilt. Then I want Bailey to slowly anterior tilt. I want him to slowly start to stick his butt out without losing the tension in his core muscles. So basically, this should already be lighting up his deep core muscles, but what happens is when we start to hip extend, we just go flaccid in this front area of our spine and basically lose all tension in our core. What I'm trying to do is work on the opposite of that. It's just, so Bailey, a slight posterior tilt and a slight anterior tilt. Just work in and out of that position while keeping that stomach vacuum and keeping as much tension in the deep core muscles as possible. You feel that? Is it difficult? Good. Now, when you're comfortable with that position, the next thing we can do is ask Bailey to lift his right hand all the way out to the side with his thumbs facing the ceiling. Good. I want his thumb relatively in line with his ear. And then now what we're trying to do is extend this T-spine and work on the posterior oblique sling, which is going to be his left glute all the way through the thoracolumbar fascia into this left scap area with his lat, the right scap, I'm sorry, with his lat muscles, and then all the way through his hands. As you can see, this is a big, strong-ass dude that is struggling in this exercise. So it should not be easy for you. If you want more tension, find a stronger grip in your hand, and that tension should be able to carry through your shoulders and into this position. Take a few breaths there, and then reset, and you can switch hands.